As you have had the opportunity for the keynote address, what the security awareness.
We please sit. Let's have a superintendent of things, and like we have been told, this public relations officer in this state command. I encourage us to be open-minded. When I have opportunity to talk to any audience like this, I try to ensure that I make it as interactive as possible. I try to ensure that we don't just learn, we are also learning. Because whenever I have the opportunity to talk, I know it's God that is leading me. By so doing, we all will learn and share ideas and we'll move on very well. There's so much about what the police can be. Over time, we lost touch with what you as a private citizen can do. So it's very important when we are talking about security awareness, when we are talking about response to security incidents, it must be such that we understand from the point of view of the person, not just the police itself. Because if we don't understand it from that way, so we are trained, not royal. When we college, we are trained to do this job and attend it. We make mistakes. We are not a bunch of angels sent from heaven to come and do policing work. We are not imported from America to come and do policing work in Nigeria. We are Nigerians doing policing work in Nigeria. So we are affected by every other thing the system brings. So it's also important you also know this book from your perspective. So when I got the topic, did my research, look at what I already know, I felt it would be important that we also begin to look at security awareness. It's for everybody. Even as a policeman, if you're not security and if you're not aware of what you're doing, you're in trouble. So there's a need for that awareness, especially in this time. I'll be discussing very briefly with us on the topic enhancing security awareness and incident response capabilities. I know we talked about operations earlier, but I felt these two things go together. If you are aware of something, being aware of something means you're prepared for an action. If an activity is you, you begin to do what? Plan. If you're going out there, you're going out with your boss, your umbrella. If you wash your clothes, you want to be sure that the item you keep it somewhere so that the rain will not fall on you. Or if your room is leaking, you need to do something. The awareness is a major part to achieving security. And I believe very strongly that effective public security and safety begins with the person. It doesn't begin with the police. It begins with you and I. What we do that will determine how effective public security and safety will be effective. It begins with the private security effort of the person. So it's a topic I found very much and I think is important. We are having it now. I want to thank the church, to be frank. I'm not sure we'll be having this kind of meeting. It's just to let us know that people are becoming conscious of the fact that the times are changing. Things are changing. People are changing. That is becoming a normal. That's social economic, technological issues. Things that can make somebody begin to think otherwise. People are not becoming comfortable and happy with what they have. People want to move the next. Everybody doesn't want to be found and doing something. Want to be celebrated, but not as thinking their man, their mind, everybody wants to be seen as surviving very well. You want to drive the latest of cars, you want to be the best of every other thing you can think of being. You needed to figure that because it was chaotic, it was insecure, it was not what it should be. He had to figure that even in the garden of Eden, which is his own garden, he did everything and also instructed the people that were supposed to be the security team, the Adam and Eve. There were the activity and everything you can think in that garden. There was securing that place, they were defending it, they were to make the garden work very well. But even in that same garden created by God, there was something of security challenge there. There was a tempter that would want to tempt two of us. So for having the idea to come up with this thing, both young and old people gather to hear, to learn, to share ideas is not something that is common. We please clap for ourselves. Are working tirelessly to address these challenges. The role of citizenry, both collectively and individually, is critical in achieving a truly safe society. And that's why we're all gathered here. That's why the church in wisdom, the organizers of this one in their wisdom, incidents? How do we respond to those incidents? What level of information is available to us? How dependent are we? Because this is where the whole thing happens. And because it happens that the right actions are not taken, rest assured, God didn't trust on our part as those who have the direct charge to provide security. And for you as a society, it becomes a problem because you are not sure of what will happen the next time. That's why the topic for me is very germane. We are talking about security awareness, enhancing security awareness, and incident response capability. Then you are looking at equipping individually and collectively people who know how best to deal with security challenges in our society. That's very important for you to know what is security awareness. It's on the board already, but I'm sure we have our ideas. Who has an idea of what security awareness is? When we say security awareness, what do we mean? Any idea? Any idea? I want to be interactive.
Aaron Joshua was about this Anglican church. I think security awareness means making people understand on how to stay free from danger. Making people understand the different means or different methods they can apply for them to be free from danger.
Security awareness means consciousness of the security implications around you. That's being conscious, being aware to know the dangers ahead and how to prevent it.
About where you are first, about what can become a problem to you, about who can become a problem to you, about the place that can become a problem to you. For me, is where security awareness resides. Next slide. Is a comprehensive grasp of knowledge, behavior, and cultural norms aimed at protecting people, property, institutions, and infrastructure. I love that institution because both at your local level, in your place of work, in your houses, in your property, in the church, this is an institution. There must be a measure of security awareness to exercise. Let me tell us that some of the cases we have had about gas stealing happened in church. I won't make sure that the express one. Gas stealing. On a church, you can you park your car. Before you go come back to take your car, the car has been removed. So it's not just enough about yourself, your awareness, even while you are here. As I was driving, I was looking at something strange. Maybe I'm not part of what comes here every day, but I still know if I see a person, I see a thing that is actually not in order, I may quickly dictate that this might be a threat, might be a problem to somebody. That is where the place of awareness resides with the person. So that level of consciousness has to always be there. That it looks calm, nothing is happening, does not mean something cannot happen. So you must up your awareness capability. Both the ones you can see visibly, the ones that are latent, the ones that are hidden, the ones that don't look very visible. It can happen. I must be prepared. Security incident response. We are talking about the things you do years before, during when that thing has happened, or after that thing has happened. It's very important, it's very critical. The whole nature of crimes and security threats. One of the things that is extremely volatile in this time more than ever is crime. Crime has not changed. In fact, even in the Bible, rape happened to of us. More than happened in the Bible. Jungle justice happened there. Everything that is happening as crime today have been there. Nothing new. The only new thing is that they are changing in frequency of occurrence. And the most important thing is that the level of knowledge you and I are having about this thing is changing. If I had an before on social media, you are staying in America. In fact, people in America know things happening in Enugu more than people in Enugu because of the level of technology advancement. We dictate and take necessary action. So, SA and SIRM helps in understanding how to prevent these things from happening. If you are aware about something, you can prevent it. We are here as a people, we are learning individually. When there's a situation, you also know how best to come together and handle it. I give a practical example of the Uonyama thing. I don't have the previous experience. The people are now aware enough to know that a situation like this will lead to something of this nature. If the police, the road safety, the government offices and everybody, including private citizens, never saw reasons to come together to mitigate and stop that particular incident from escalating, maybe we would have had a worse situation than we had earlier this year. It helps us awareness and improve readiness to handle security situations. It matters because when we are getting aware about security issues, when we are learning how to respond to security incidents, we are becoming self-aware and individual level first. And it's helping us to improve our readiness, our capacities to do what? To handle security situations. There are 4 principles about security awareness. The first one is what we refer to as the 3 A's of security. The 3 A's. The first one here is awareness itself. The ability to recognize potential threats. Okay, like I said, I was driving into this, but we want to be found in this auditorium. Maybe you come and there's a bag drop somewhere. Your consciousness is something is not clicking inside to say how to clean this bag. Can I look a little closer and see if there's something strange, if it's something that will be of interest to me, the entire structure, the people in this hall, or the entire vicinity? So that level of awareness is a core principle itself. You must be aware. If we recall it to follow the story very well, sometimes after in Lagos State, somebody came back, was coming back to the house, and saw the bag just kept somewhere close to the gate. And it turned out to be an IED, an explosive that would have probably blown that building or whoever gathered there. It took our EOD, our Explosive Ordnance Disposal Unit, EOD, to rush to that place, detected that they were able to disarm that IED. It didn't blow. So imagine the person passing there had just seen it as a normal thing. Maybe it's a waste. Maybe with all due respect, maybe a grandmother has just dropped this issue, there's nothing about it. And that thing was allowed. Maybe it can be casualty, property will be lost, because chaos, so many people are going to suffer. So for the level of awareness that the person has, many people, like I use the word there, unattended bags. The level of awareness that decides we are big. He's telling you that he's sick, his child is this, his brother is this, he's in so trouble, he needs money. And you now recognize that it's not that person you thought was talking to you that talks to you. The money or whatever you gave out was not for the right person. So of security awareness. Awareness itself is very important. It's part of the 3 A's. Next. I can know that something can happen here. Awareness now means I know that I will quickly, just beyond my knowledge, I am alerted to begin to identify those things that can become threats in that place. So it has to be recognizing potential threats. Starting and identifying abnormalities, like I said, the person that saw that bag in Lagos State that the IED was able to identify and know that this could be a potential threat. He was alert enough to alert not the knowledge of the wisdom medical. The woman was able to know that this is a strange person in a restricted area. So that's the level of alertness to exercise. When the IED was found, it was evacuated. If that never happened, there would have been a problem. You would have said that who saw it was aware. Beyond being aware, he or she was alerted enough to do what? Take action by inviting the right people to come and take the right action to ensure that it never escalated to something bad. This one is very important. Human fair word concept as a core principle of security awareness. Everything we do about being aware, everything we do about responding to incident has to do with you and I. Human beings remain the first wall of defense to every given situation. Because the threat we are talking about is threats to us first, before any other thing, even before your property. Next slide. It emphasizes shared responsibility among individuals, staff, or communities. In an organization, in a place you reside, you must begin to understand that for we to handle any given security situation we are aware of, we must do what? Work together as a team.